Good morning. This is Nicolas, your CEO. This is the probably one of the most expected announcements after we had to stop the generation of profits on the platform. And it's time for me to come forward and to explain a bit better what are the options for our current users. So first of all, I want to really thank the community for staying put. I could see that in the chat, everybody kept their act together. Nobody got angry or irritated, even if some people had unanswered questions. So I'll do my best today to tell you what are the options, where Prem is at, and where we are going. So, of course, option one is to stay with us, follow the progress of the platform, and wait, because this is what it is. We are a work in progress. Wait for the delivery of our exchange. This is a major step in what we wanted to achieve. It has always been on the roadmap, and it's still there, right? Our exchange is basically what we had in mind when we started the project. Now, regarding the generation of profits, we have to remember that the idea to start with was to give opportunities to early investors to make the most of jumping early on board before we reach this famous soft cap. All right, we have to talk about this soft cap. So it was never the intention of the project to keep maintaining these amazing returns that we offered in the first place. Okay, so I just want to clarify that because I think in some people's mind it's unclear. So this up to 18% a month was never meant to be maintained for good. Now, the soft cap not being reached, we have extended this this period of time where it was possible to make these profits. Great. Again, early investors made the most out of that, and good for them. That's how we wanted to reward our early investors. Now, we never reached this soft cap. All right. So there is a long list of questions that we'll try to address, but I just want to say that quickly. This is the reason why the main reason why the fund decided to walk away, right? And this is perfectly understandable. You come with a plan, you say, look, this is what we want to achieve, this is the roadmap. Fund says, yes, guys, I will cover you. I think this is a great idea, and we really want to see the establishment of this exchange. We are waiting for the launch. This is what we all want. Well, obviously, the soft cap was never reached, and even being patient, the fund said, look, this is not what we had in mind to start with. The goal is becoming elusive, all right? We are nowhere near reaching what we had in mind in the first place. Therefore, we want to walk away. And what can we do? We are actually in that process at the moment, finalizing all the paperwork, making sure that everything is in place, all right, to prepare the move of the fund from the project. Now, this explains why we have not released any funds yet to people who want to, from the users who want to walk away from the project. Okay, we understand that some of our users, they say, look, you didn't deliver what you said. We want as well to move away from the project. This is perfectly understandable. So we appreciate people believing in us that says, no, we believe in the project. We are really waiting for this launch of the exchange. We want to see what you can deliver. Great. We are thankful for that. Yes, this is what's happening because, as we said, we secured a larger investor that allows us to basically deliver this exchange. Now, for the users who decides to say, guys, I really like the project so far, but like the fund, I want to move away because I want to use my initial funds to do something else. We understand that, and as I said, we are in the process of being able to release these funds. Okay, it's a month from this announcement because this is the time it will take to finalize the paperwork with the fund, and then you will be good to go. Just keep in mind that if that's really what you want to do, again, we would be really sorry to let you go, but again, it's a free world. We would have to wait for you to return the PRM tokens that you have made so far, right? When this is done, we will return the funds to you. And let's be clear, that's your original investment, okay? So some people will say, oh, that's unfair. We want to get our ETH that we have put in at the start. The answer is no. We are talking about the initial investment in USDT, right? And that's a fair because this is what we have put in the white paper first. And second, I understand people said, oh yes, but the ETH is now really up, and that's unfair. Fair enough. The situation could be the other way around, and you wouldn't like that, all right? So the fairness was in the white paper. We talk USDT, this is what it is. And again, I would like you to appreciate that we're not walking away. We're not saying, oh, sorry, guys, we had a problem, you lost your money. Even if in the white paper, we express that there is always a risk when you invest. But we have a different approach. We say, look, you trusted us. You put some money in the project. You want to walk away. Here's your money back. All right, this is it. So there is some more to it, because if you decide to walk away, we understand, but at the same time, it's like in every relationship, you have to cut the strings. So that means your account will be deleted, your participation to the community will be, you will not be able to follow what's happening within the project, because whatever announcement we will make on the exchange, we will have that on a separate channel for the people who stay on board. And that means basically that no staking, no nothing basically, right? So that means that's like what you call a gentleman's agreement, all right, so to speak. Said, all right, it's a shake hand, thank you very much, we go our own way, all right? So we would rather have you stay, but if you want to leave, this is it. PRM tokens are coming back to us. Your initial investment goes back to you, and your account is no longer available. So as I said, no more staking, no more use of the platform of what is possible to be done on the exchange. Would you want to come back on board when the exchange is launched in 2022? You would have to start from scratch, being a new customer, and that's about it. So that's it for today. I will now take the time to look at your questions and try to answer them as I go. There are lots of questions, so I will try to go quick. Some questions are repeatedly asked. That's always the same question coming back, so I will go fast on these. And then if you miss what I'm saying, or you said, oh, my question was not answered, there is a list of questions that I have here that I'm about to go through, and these will be again published on the community channel, all right? Like that, you will be able to see that on the what you call it, something that you can read and read again, all right? It will be posted for you to be able to see our answers to your questions. We take your questions seriously, so thank you for basically asking the questions. We have summarized them because we try always to listen to the community. So we have them it's not in order, that's the way they came. So I have to put my glasses on and take the list, and I'll start, okay? So it might be a bit boring, so if you don't want to listen, just wait for the announcement, and for the people who are interested, let me go through these questions. Okay, so the first one was originally in Russian, so that's a translation. When will there be a withdrawal scheme for major investments in exchange for PRM? So the answer is please follow the Telegram channel for further instructions about about this, and exact dates will be announced. Okay, so we don't have the exact date yet, but the what we keep saying is the withdrawal of investment can only be done after returning all purchased PRM tokens. Okay, so as you know, the PRM tokens will be further listed on various exchanges because that's what we want to do with the exchange, and it will be the sole utility security token of our ecosystem on the Prem exchange. Okay, now we have another question. I don't want to stake tokens, so will my money be frozen until the exchange? Short answer, yes, right? It's up to you. I don't see why, if you want to stake, you wouldn't stake your tokens, but if you go, that's it, nothing will happen, right? Now, the Prem confirmed that interest is not being earned from now, and how is that? I still get profit interest every night at 4 a.m. I don't know how you managed to do that because since the 27th of April, this has stopped. Um, and if that's the case, well, there is a glitch, so we will need to look into that. But I can tell you, all algorithms have been stopped. So uh, there is no action, basically. So I don't know how it's possible. Again, I believe that's a mistake, or you've been looking prior to the 27th of April. Okay. Now, the next question is, can I back out now and jump back in at the next token sale in approximately the first quarter of 2022? The answer, I gave it before. If you decide to walk away, you walk away. So this is it. That's the end of the relationship for now. You come back in 2022, you said, oh, this is great. This exchange is amazing. I should have stayed. Well, you have to start the whole process from scratch. But it doesn't mean that you will get your original profits back. Let's make that clear. So you will be treated as a brand new customer. Okay. Can you cash out, withdraw the profit made so far? Okay, I want to make that super clear. You stay with us, this profit is yours. It's your PRM tokens. You can keep staking your PRM tokens, make a very good monthly return depending on how many you have, up to 12.5% a month in staking. You walk away, sorry, you get your original investment back in USDT. That's it. Is it possible for the team to keep us investors up to date with respect to the Prem Capital, to the Prem Exchange development with the monthly development recap? Of course. Okay, this is what we tick for. You know, this is what we do. We keep our community updated. We are, I keep saying that, a work in progress. The work on the Prem Exchange has already started, and you can count on us. This is very important to keep you updated because we want you to keep the finger on the pulse and feel that we are actually working with you and for you, right? Okay, now, what was the soft cap that was reached in the end? Okay, it's kind of irrelevant, but we can answer that. You know that the soft cap value was 3 millions, and overall, right, we have managed to collect $750,250, right? So our mission on this project was to create a platform easy for use to all kind of users, right? And look, nature of the beast, it didn't work out. We are still working on this to fully understand why our original planning didn't go through, right? I want to be really clear on that. I've been appointed as CEO of this company with a clear goal in mind. When we don't reach the goal or the target we had in mind, it's my full responsibility to figure out what happened, right? So we are working on that, and we have some answers. I believe it's because we followed the ICO route, right, which was a public token sale, which was probably not the best way. We are analyzing that, and we will get back to you if we have further, if we discover something further, right, to explain why we have failed on that front. Because yes, we can use the bull run as an excuse. Yes, it was going against us, but still we need to figure out what did we get wrong, as a team. Okay, so that's what it is. What percent of this soft cap was provided by a single investor? So I guess you are referring who was the largest investor during the token sale. I can answer that it's just above um, someone who invests just above 5% of the total collected amount. Okay, so you can see for yourself how much is that. Um, Now, once the exchange goes live, why will the take-up of the new exchange be any different from the token sale? Well, I don't really understand the question. Okay, that's two different things. The token sale was there to collect the fund to be able to develop the exchange. This is it. When the exchange is there, that's just an exchange that works, all right, that does the job. So as I said, we managed to secure a large investor who really believes in the project. That means that basically someone who did the soft cap basically hold by himself or herself, right? So that's what it is. We wanted to do that as a community. We didn't really get there. I mean, we got, all right, somewhere, let's say 25% up there, right, which is already something, and good for the early investors who decide to stay with the project because they will be still a part of this. All right, so I don't see that really as a question. Okay, so is it possible for the single large investor to withdraw from the project? If so, what would be the consequences? Okay, so again, this is a kind of a long answer. In the beginning, we had the opportunity to get a single large venture investment for trading algorithm development. But it's too risky when you are in half development and the investor wants to go out. Another weakness is that big data was needed to train our AI during trading and algorithm. With one investor, that process is not the same as with many small investors, each going on board in a different time with different amounts of investment. That's why token sale has been created. Okay, that was the whole purpose, right? Remember, training of the AI, right? And that's really what we've been able to do to a certain level, but not to the level we had in mind. All right, this is why we had this soft cap. Doing this, we get both the task we had in mind done, the trading and the training, right? Because this is what we wanted to do, test the final product. Okay, remember, artificial intelligence, it's basically the training of the data, but it's a long process and it's expensive, right? Some people said that, and it's absolutely true. Um, so for balancing investment amounts, we have created the plans. And if someone wants to go out, that will not affect the project, okay? Because at the moment, each investor's part is not that big. So you are now talking about, um, if you are talking about the large investor that came after, that's a different story because this large investor is basically um, is owning the project. That's the big difference. Yeah. All right. So Has there ever been an audit to confirm the monthly profits from the Prem system? Right? So of course, this is a mandatory process for obtaining a license, and an audit is of course scheduled. Now, this answer is probably the core of why we have not succeeded in the first place. I try to explain. I think we have put the process the wrong the wrong way around. We should have started with the audit, right, and then launch the token, right? And we wanted to be fast, and we did that the other way around. And I believe that's just me. That's one cause of the issue of why we didn't reach the soft cap the way we wanted to achieve it. Yes. All right. Are Prem still attempting to get regulatory approval from the relevant Swiss financial regulator? If so, how is this progressing? Okay. At the moment, this is what I said. We should have done that in the first place. Start with this, all right? But at the moment, we cannot provide detailed documentation of our ecosystem to the regulator. For now, this process is on hold. But yes, this is what needs to be done, all right? Let's be clear. And we have that in mind, and this is what we will do. And this process takes time. This explains as well why we need all this time, because you might say, hey, 2022, that's a long way away. Yes and no. But any action with FINMA takes time. So yes, this is a process that we are going through, and that's something that we are doing. All right. Have Prem started a marketing push? If so, will investors be able to contribute? See the marketing material. Of course, all right. But again, we still have a lot of work on working on the Prem exchange. So that's what we are doing. At the moment, we are doing the building. So yes, the marketing push will happen. We will keep you updated. No worries. Now, the big question, can you elaborate on why the fund left? Was Prem making the fund profits every month, or was the fund having to provide excess liquidity? Okay. I make a short answer. You will look on the announcements. There will be a more detailed answer. At the end of the day, it's what I said. We said we would reach a certain milestones. We didn't. The fund lost interest. That's as simple as that. The fund came to us to provide a service, but in return, they wanted to make some money. And yes, they made some money, but the money they made was not sufficient for what they had in mind. It's as simple as that, right? So what I want to say is, when the exchange will be up and running, it is definitely open for discussion that the fund will come back. You understand? What they are saying is, at the moment you didn't reach the goal, we walk away. Would you reach your goal of launching the exchange? We would consider coming back. All right, that's an open discussion, but at the moment we didn't reach that. They have their own goals. All right, they're a hedge fund after all, and they said, look, you didn't deliver, we have to move on. Simple. Okay. Has there ever been an audit? No, we've been through that. If the bot AI system is working and is constantly making profit, why do we need to rely on the fund to provide liquidity? I think this is we have this answer since a long time in the white paper, and we discussed that. But I just say that again. The main point of the Prem capital project was to offer this security of investing, all right? And that was the sole role of the fund, to say, if one market or three markets, we never had three markets, but if two markets are going against you, all right, who's securing the drawdown? The fund. Now the fund is gone, we can't insure your investment. That means that your funds would be exposed. It goes against what Prem is all about. That's why we have to stop this. It's not that the AI is not working, but the AI is not perfect. You understand that? Even if it's precise, all it takes it's one liquidations. You can listen to other projects, and this is it. Your funds are gone, and we don't want to take that risk. As simple as that, right? So I think that's pretty clear. Um, Moving forward, one of the exchange launch, will Prem still need a hedge fund to provide liquidity and deep insurance? Okay, so no, in that case, we wouldn't need the fund, all right? Because we would be talking about doing trading. If we are talking about the second part of the ecosystem, the investment platform, yes, right? And we have already started searching for a new partner. And as I said, if the exchange is successful, it's possible that our fund, our original partner would come back. But yes, we are looking for possible new partners on that front, because definitely we would need that. We would need, again, to have the security that we are talking about. Because even if we have the exchange up and running, when it comes to investment, right, we need to have this security in place. There is no shying away from that. That this is the core of what we have offered so far. So once the exchange launches, we could well be in a prolonged crypto and stock bear market. How do you see such a situation affect the performance of the exchange? Well, for us, it doesn't matter. All right, this has nothing to do with bear or bull. All right, we are confident that we are about to release products that will be appreciated and in demand in any market situation. Why? Because we are talking trading. When you trade, bull, bear, you don't care, right? That's what it is. Okay. Now I'm only halfway, so I have to go further quicker. Otherwise, this video will be so long, it will take forever to load. So again, if your answer is not answered, please have a look at what will be published, because all the question and answers will be there, right? There is again how much money has been invested by investors. We have answered that already. Um, if it is a trade secret, how much money has been invested by investors? No, we answered that. All right, collected $750,250. All right, so look, we try to be transparent. There is no need to try to create controversy. We acknowledge that we have somehow failed. And again, we are working on analyzing why it was the case, why we didn't manage to reach the soft cap, and we are moving forward. We are still here, again, here to stay, and we are building this exchange. That's all we have to say, and hopefully you understand that. And if you say, no, I don't understand that, you know what are the options. What can we as early investors expect from the Prem exchange? What are the unique features that are going to be offered? All right. So you know that as an early investors, you've got a good amount or whatever amount of Prem tokens. You can keep staking them. That's already in itself a good value. All right. We can't disclose all the details. All right. But we have what we called unique trading functionality, which will help traders of all levels trade securely without worrying about high dips and liquidations. I think that talks for itself. We just need, this is what we call the freeze contract feature. We will keep providing details, right, as we go. As we said, there will be a monthly update. So in addition to this, you will have the ability to trade securely, right? That means that we are able to bring more client investors for asset management, copy trading features. Okay, so you will say, oh, other people do that as well. Look, If that's the case, if you believe that you have a better option, again, this is an open market. We believe that we have something really special to offer, so stay tuned. How important will the token price development be for Prem after the exchange launch? Well, it is important, and the best thing is that the PRM price will surely rise after the exchange launches and when the token is listed, all right? Because we believe there will be high demand, all right? So, because no one will be able to use the exchange without having PRM, that's the deal, right? So, we strongly believe that PRM will be on par with BNB. So, just think for a second about this. The amount, the PRM token now has a value of $1.82. And it's frozen because everything has stopped. So this is, you can have a look at whatever PRM tokens amount you have, make a calculation, and you know that you can keep staking your existing PRM tokens and the profits that you have made so far, right? Transferred in PRM and stake the lot. This is our offer to um, early investors who decide to stay with us. Okay. Okay, so is it possible for the team to keep up? We said already yes. What's the team's ambition with this exchange? Are we aiming at a top spot in the market, or do we try to fill a niche? Hard question. All right, of course we want to succeed. How far we will go, it's hard to forecast. But because we are bringing a new format for trading with unique functionality, we believe that we will attract lots of people, right? That makes sense, especially if it's secure, right? So, of course, our ambition is to be on top. This is what we do. Now, we just have to see, right? Um, we need to stay humble, right? Because we know what has happened so far. We know where we want to go. We are very fortunate to have the ability to keep building the launch of the exchange. That's the main point, and we're about to find out if our trading tools are as good as we believe they are. But we know they're good because we have tested the algorithm, so we know what we are doing. The point is, we didn't get the volume, so that this is about what we're about to find out in 2022. As already asked in the community, will it be possible to convert our profit wallet balance to PRM token? Yes, that's the thing. We listened, we understand that you feel bad about having to be patient. So our answer to this is say, look, you're happy to stay with the project. Thank you very much. This is what you can do. The profits transferred in PRM, and they will keep staking with the rest of your initial PRM value, right? So the answer to this is definitely yes. Will there be another token sale prior to the exchange launch? No, this is it, all right? We did the token sale because we wanted to launch, to be able to build the exchange. All right, now we have another solution. Right? The token sale didn't eventuate, all right, but we have this large investor, so we're good to go. No need to do another token sale. Beside the Prem exchange, are there any other developments for Prem that can be shared with investors? Certainly, yes. All right. There will be, as we said, the Prem exchange is part of the Prem's ecosystem. But we think about a Prem kind of academy for education, Prem bot panel, and so on. Again, we will inform our investors step by step. And of course, only those who stay with us will be able to follow the progress of the Prem project. Kindly provide timelines with regards to PRM exchange roadmap as per the key milestone provided until launch date. Again, yes, right? if we say we keep you updated, that's what it means. All right. So we will keep you updated on that as closely as possible. We are thinking of a monthly update. I think that's plenty. So the answer to this is yes. I read somewhere on the white paper regarding conversion of PRM tokens into public shares and distribution to investors at some point. Will Prem Capital launch a public exchange in the future, and how will it operate? So again, the answer is you are absolutely right. Before doing this, we must launch the Prem ecosystem. It is possible, but it will not happen in the near future because there is a conversion needed for a PRM token from utility to security. So there are a lot of regulatory rules which we should observe. This is the stuff with FINMA, right? You are talking about an IPO, right? And it's definitely in the works, but this will take a lot of time. What will be the actually key benefits to early investors like myself once the PRM exchange launch? Well, the list goes on, but this is what it is. You get a lifetime subscription to all services of Prem ecosystem. As a PRM holder, you can sell them. Since the issue of PRM tokens is limited to 20 million tokens, all right, and there is no way to create or burn them, the price, in my view, will definitely go up. It's already $1.82. Price growth can be explained by two things. PRM is a utility token that users need to pay for services and subscriptions to the Prem exchange, as well as the entire Prem ecosystem. And second, since the limited emission will definitely generate high interest from speculation in the PRM token. Now, only 4 questions left. Are the early investors going to earn monthly income profit once the PRM exchange launch? So, this is a bit intricate, but all right. Our token sale, the idea was it was a crowdfunding project, okay, with with the trading algorithm. So automated trading algorithm, our artificial intelligence bot or bot panel is a big part of our ecosystem. The other part is Prem Exchange, which we start to develop now, right? This is what we do right now. Since we got the investment from a single large investor, profit or monthly income can be generated in the bots panel. Your monthly interest rate will not be the same and not be limited by your plan when the ecosystem launches. The interest rate will depend on the setup of your trading. All right, it will be done the same way as your calculator in Investor Office and can be up to 22%. The single product which will be present in all part of the ecosystem, the PRM token, as the token holder, right, you can sell it and get your profit from the price difference. So see, that's where you have all these, when the exchange is launched, you have all these financial tools for you to play with, right? So only 3 to go. I read somewhere about the issuing of credit cards for investors. When will that happen and what will be the benefits of owning the cards? All right, so we all know that crypto fiat cards are very convenient. If you hold ETH, for example, on your account, it's the same as a bank account. You can pay for coffees in euros. Transaction will be made automatically by converting your Ethereum to euros, and absolutely the same will be done vice versa. We believe we can achieve to do that sometimes during 2022. All right, so again, stay tuned. We will keep you updated. So the answer is yes, we have that in the works as well. Beside the PRM exchange, what other projects will be launched by Prem Capital in the foreseeable future? So the Prem Exchange, the Bots Panel, the Prem Academy or Prem Education, the Prem Cards, and the Prem Investment Fund. Okay? And will Prem Capital perhaps consider increasing the staking percentages for current investors as this current phase for the exchange development? Okay, we do what we can to deliver the best to our early investors, all right, and the people who stay on board. Personally, I think that up to 12.5% a month on staking is pretty good, but the short answer to this is if we can, we will, right? But of course, this depends on how many token holders continue their journey with us, right? So I think this is the answer. Now, this is it for now. That was a very long discussion. I hope this answers most of the questions you had. This is bye for now. Enjoy the rest of the week. Look for the announcements. There will be this list of questions will be published with answers. And I hope you understand. I took a lot of time today because I wanted to come forward and say, look, yes, we really want to make you feel that we are onto something. It's just that it requires a lot of work, and we want to make sure that we don't repeat the errors or mistakes that we have done in the first part of the project. Okay, so I'm looking forward to seeing you in a month or so, and have a great day. Bye for now.